everyone, so today I want to do a video of some items I think that would be great for the spring and summer months. These are must-have items for myself, and I feel like they could look good on everyone no matter what skin tone you are, any undertones you have. I feel like all of these products can be geared towards any shade or any person. You just have to find these items in the correct color for you, if they're foundations and things like that. So first I'm going to start off with primers. My personal preference for primers are silica-esque type primers, and the one I love the most is the Tarte Poreless Clean Slate Primer. This is a really great primer. I love the way it feels on my skin. It makes my skin feel really nice. It gives me a really great base. And I feel like my makeup just goes on really effortlessly, and I feel like it stays put for me personally. But I know those who have really oily skin tend not to like these products, but me personally, I do. Drugstore alternative for this Tarte one is the NYX Shine Killer. I feel like they're just very similar. The Tarte one feels a little bit thicker to me, but they both do a really great job, and this one's about $11 or $12, whereas this one is $30. So moving on from primers, I'm gonna go into foundations. See, for me personally, I do not want to wear a heavy foundation during the spring and summer months just because I am outside and I will be sweating. At work, I do wear a medium to full coverage, depends on how I feel. But if you're going to be somewhere in AC, you can wear full coverage. But me personally, I like to get more sheer to matte coverage during the spring and summer months just because you tend to sweat and it's really hot and muggy outside. I live in South Florida, so it's just extremely hot and there is a lot of humidity here. So I don't like to use too thick of foundations for the spring and summer months. So the ones that I gear towards are the Tarte BB Cream. This is my favorite BB cream ever. I haven't really used too many, so this is very limited as far as my opinion goes, but this one is great. I've loved it for over a year now, and I think that it feels really nice. It's got that silica type feeling like the primer, and I think it provides a really great coverage. And the next item I like is a foundation. It is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. This is my current favorite. I tend to bounce around from favorites when it comes to my foundations, but this one's really nice, especially for these upcoming months, because it gives you a sheer to medium, more medium coverage, but it's not too overpowering, it's not too cakey. It looks like skin, exactly like what it says, and I feel like it's such a gorgeous foundation. I did just discover this. I'm in the color 8. And I think it's just such a great item. And if you have combination to oily skin, this keeps you fairly matte. You will have to powder, but not too much. It just leaves you with a beautiful skin-like appearance, and I really like that for these upcoming months. And another foundation I have been enjoying, and it is the Buxom Show Some Skin Weightless Foundation. I like this because it is a nice coverage. I like skin type foundations for these months because cake face is just not the way to go. Spring and summer, you want your skin to come through and you want to look more natural. So I feel like these foundations are really good. So moving on from the foundations, I'm going to speak about some bronzers. Bronzers are essential, like not even just during spring and summer. I just feel like they're essential all the time, just because who doesn't want a nice like bronzy sun-kissed look to their face? I know I do, and I am deeper in tone, so I feel like it's just a staple in any makeup look you go for. So the 3 bronzers that I like may be too dark on some skin tones because I am like a darker shade. I'm max NC 44 or NC 45. So for me personally, it's really hard to find some bronzers, but lately I have been lucky. I've been like on a search since the spring is here and the summer is here. So the ones that I've been loving have been the NARS Casino Bronzer. This one is a really deep shade of brown, and it doesn't look ashy on my skin. Okay. And it's just like this. The Laguna is at my skin tone. So for me, it doesn't do anything. It's almost like a pressed powder with a little bit of sparkle. But the Casino is really nice because even though it does have a little, and I mean the tiniest amount of shimmer in it, it doesn't go on the face overly shimmery or you look like a disco ball. It's really beautiful and it makes you have a nice glow to the skin. So this is nice, especially for my darker shade girls. You will absolutely love this because I know the struggle is real out there for us dark skinned girls. So definitely look into this if you are in the market for a new bronzer. The next one I got was from beauty.com, and it was on sale, so I decided to give it a try. And it is the Napoleon Perdis bronzer in Bronze Bonanza. And this bronzer is not as dark, it's more of a caramelly type bronzer, and it does have some glitter on it, but when I do apply it, I was a little bit weary of it at first. It does not look bad at all. I like this one because it doesn't add too much depth to the face. It's not like a contouring bronzer, but it's one to bring some warmth, and it looks really beautiful, especially on the caramel skin. This is really nice, and I feel like this could actually look good on anyone, just for the simple fact that it's not too overpowering, it's not ashy. And the next item in my last bronzer is the Bobbi Brown bronzer in Natural One. And this is really nice as well. I like this one because it is just straight matte, no shimmer, no sparkles, no anything. This is a great contouring shade for those of you who are lighter in tone. I feel like this would be nice. For me personally, I don't do too much contouring with it, not for any specific reason, but just for the simple fact that I absolutely love the Victoria's Secret Mega Glow Bronzer. And I'm not showing it just because it's not in stores right now, so I feel like that would be unfair to you guys. But this one is great, and I feel like it's a nice matte contour shade. So if you're looking for one that is contour worthy and you don't mind spending the extra cash, because I did come back to this like 10 times because I was like, no, I don't want to spend that much money on bronzer. No, I want to spend that much money on, and I finally like just gave in. When it comes to highlights, I feel like this is like the most important time for them, just for the simple fact that the sun will be hitting your face a lot, and you want your skin to glow and you want to look shiny and beautiful. So highlights that I've been enjoying have been, the first of which is the Betty Luminizer by the Balm. And I know my sister-in-law is more fair than I am. She's white, and she uses this as a bronzer, but for me it's just a highlight, and I think it's just so gorgeous. I love the way it looks. It's got a pearlescent sheen to it, and it's just so beautiful. I love, love, love it. I apply it to the highest parts of my cheekbone. I'm good to go, and I think it's one of the most beautiful highlights out there, especially if you are someone who is close to my skin tone. You will absolutely love this. The next is one that I feel will gear towards any skin color, and it is the Kitten Duo by Stilla. And I love this because you have options with this. I did include this in my March favorites, and that's just for the simple fact that I love it. I love this tan color, and I like the lighter color as well. And I feel like this is great for spring and summer because you are getting more sun, and your skin color will be changing no matter what color you are. And I feel like it can gear towards any shade that you're going to take on. The bronzier side for when you're more tan, and maybe the lighter side for when your tan wears away. And I feel like this is just a must-have for anyone, just because it's so universal and it's such a great product. The next item is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Press in the color Opal. This is just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love Becca. They're one of my favorite brands just because their products are quality. They're pricey, but they're worth every penny. And this is just such a pigmented, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous highlight. Looks good on every skin tone, and you will not regret it. And I feel like this will last you forever because a little does go a long way. They're extremely pigmented, and I love them. Lastly is one from MAC, and it is my favorite MAC highlight, and it is the highlight, the mineralized skin finish in Gold Deposit. And this is so beautiful. Like, look how gorgeous this is. And I feel like this is great for darker tone women because it looks so beautiful on the skin, and light people can get away with it as well, but I would suggest wearing something like this when you have a tan because it might look too overpowering if you are very fair. But this is such a gorgeous highlight. I love the way it looks. I love the gold iridescent flakes in it. It's just so beautiful, and if you get this, you really will not regret it just because it's such a gorgeous highlight, and this is my favorite one from MAC. Now, moving on from highlights, I'm going to speak about some blushes. Blushes are my favorite right now. I love them, and if you watch my channel, you know that I'm a blush lover and I'm always hoarding them. So some blushes I think that would be great for the spring and summer months are first the Balm's InStain, and this is in the color Swiss Dot. and this color is so beautiful. It's a corally pinky shade, and I think it will look great. It will give your cheeks a nice flush of color, but not too overpowering. And I feel like spring is like goes hand in hand with coral and pinky shades, and those are the colors I like to wear during these times of the month, and I feel like this is just absolutely perfect for the cheeks. The next blush I think is absolutely gorgeous, and this was again in my March favorites, is this NARS blush in Gilda. NARS blushes are such great quality. I think they are the best in the market. There are some close runner-ups, but this has got to be one of the most beautifulest blushes, if beautifulest is even a word. One of the most beautiful blushes I've ever came across, and I think it looks so gorgeous on every skin tone. And this is a matte shade. It is a coral meets pinky shade, and I think that corals and pinks are so beautiful on every skin tone, and especially for these upcoming months, it brings such a gorgeous flush to the face, and your face will just radiate because you are so gorgeous. And this is in the color Gilda again, and I did have to buy this off beauty.com because I've never seen it in Sephora or Ulta. Ulta doesn't even sell NARS. I've never seen it in Sephora, so that is why I had to buy it off beauty.com. The next blush also is so beautiful. This is also a matte blush, and this is by Illamasqua. This is in the color Thrust. Okay, and this is a magenta shade. This is very purple, but it looks really beautiful on the skin. And it looks really nice on the cheeks, but you just have to apply it the proper way and pair it with a good highlight and bronzer, and you are good to go. And I think that this would pair well with a really neutral eyeshadow. Maybe if you just had a really basic neutral wash of color on the lid and wore a neutral lipstick, this would look really beautiful. And I think that it would look really nice on anyone, again, not just geared towards one skin tone. This is a really beautiful blush, and because it's matte, it won't look too shimmery or anything like that on your cheeks. It will just look really gorgeous, and make sure you just blend, and you will be good to go. And lastly, this blush is a blush meets highlight to me, and it is the Too Faced Perfect Flush Blush. This is in the color Candy Glow. And if you are someone who keeps up with Ulta and you subscribe to their little like pamphlets that they send out, you know that this was one of their beauty steals, and I was really excited for that because I've been eyeing these blushes for quite some time, and because they were $15 versus the $30 that they typically retail for, I had to have them. I got them every single color, and I think they're really beautiful. This color is in particular the one that I think is the most beautiful, especially for any skin tone. It won't look too overpowering, and I like that they have 3 shades in this, and you just dip your brush in it, swirl it around, and you get a really nice combination of all 3. The first shade, it's like a stripe, is a light pink, but it's a frosty pink. The second is more of a coral meets pink, and the third one is kind of like a coral pink, but a deeper shade than the middle one, and together it looks so nice. It doesn't look chunky on the face, it doesn't look like a disco ball, it just gives you such a beautiful flush of color like the title says, but it also gives some beautiful highlight, and it makes your skin really glow. So I have really been enjoying this, and I think this is perfect. And now moving on from blushes, I want to share one eyebrow product. Brows are essential. Like, you need to have your brows in check because they can totally frame your face and make you look that much better and make your makeup really stand out. I really didn't dabble too much into eyebrows until, like, I want to say last year, and I really think that when I started using brow products and learning how to do my eyebrows, it really made a difference in my face and the way it framed it. So my must-have eyebrow product, which you guys are probably going to know, is the Anastasia Dip Brow. Absolutely love this stuff. It's effortless, it's easy, it looks gorgeous. All you need is an angled brush and you're good to go. This stuff is amazing and it will stay all day. You can sweat, wear this to the beach, wear this to the pool, and you will be good. It is waterproof as well, so that is why I suggest this and not like a pencil or a powder, because I feel like the stay power in this is much better and you will benefit from it. Some lip glosses that I think would be really great are really vibrant colors. I think that it's just easy on the eyes, boom with the lips, or boom with the cheeks, and you could reverse that. You could go really like vibrant on your eyes and just go really light with your cheeks and light on your lips. But if you are looking for some lip glosses to add to your collection or some lipsticks, these are definitely some great ones. The first is the Buxom. This is the White Russian lip gloss. I love this lip gloss. It's great. It's a pinky nude tone. So this would be great if you are going to use a really bright color on your cheeks or really bright color on your eyes and you want a nice wash of color on the lips. This is really gorgeous. I love it. It's got a lip plumping technology to it. If you're someone who wants to have more full lips, then definitely go for it. But this is so beautiful. The next is by Lorac. This is the Lip with Benefits lip gloss in the color Christian, and this is the perfect pink shade to me. I gravitate towards this lip gloss because it leaves my lips so beautiful. It makes my lips look like your lips but better type shade, and I just love it. I know that it looks a little scary in the little packaging, but it applies really nicely, and I love the way it feels on my lips as well. And the third one that I've really been enjoying is new. This is from the Smashbox line. This is the color Azalea, and this is a really beautiful pinky tone. It looks a little red, but it's not. I assure you, when you see it in person, it is so gorgeous. It's like a pinky, like a really deep pink. I don't really know exactly what color to describe it as, but this is really gorgeous as well. I think it will look nice on absolutely everyone, and it's not overpowering. It's a sheer lip gloss, but it brings enough color. When it comes to lipsticks, I am going to say that MAC is the winner because I love their shades. They have such great shades, and so does Urban Decay, but I love MAC. I'm a MAC girl at heart, and the three that I chose were, first of which, Heroine, duh. This color is just so amazing. It's this purple shade. Everybody and their mom knows about it because it was just in high demand and everybody wanted it. And I think that it's great for these months because it's something that you could get away with because it's spring and summer and colors are in. So this is a deep purple, but it's just very wearable, and I think it will look beautiful on everyone. And look how beautiful that color is. Like, you will be very happy with it. So this is great. And if you're someone who cannot afford Heroine because their lipsticks are about like $15 to $16, and I know the struggle is real, people rather spend their money on other things, the one that I think is very comparable to it is the Revlon Colorburst Matte Lip Balm. This is in the color Shameless, and I'm just going to show you next to it what it looks like. So as you can see, they're very similar, and if you're someone who's really in love with the color Heroine but you don't want to pay the steep price, definitely look into this one. It's cheaper. It's a little bit tricky to apply because I feel like it can look patchy, but just work with it, smooth it out, use your fingers, whatever tools you have, and you will be a Heroine look-alike faux show. Next color, also a very vibrant color, is MAC's Candy Yum Yum. Okay, yes, it looks very intimidating, but I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and spring and summer have this written all over it. And this is such a great shade to wear. You could pair this with a lip liner and it will look really toned down, or you can tone it up, whatever you see fit. But I again think this is a really nice color for if you want to wear a really neutral wash of color eyes. This will look really well with it and pair together nicely. And lastly, the color Coral Bliss. This is such a gorgeous color, and it's something that is not as vibrant as these two. It's very spring appropriate, but it's very subtle at the same time. And I love this for day to day because it reminds me of a really beautiful lip gloss, but it is a lipstick and it's very moisturizing. You can see it right here. It's very sheer. I'm trying to let the light get it, but really beautiful on every skin tone. You can rock this. This is good for those of you who do not want to go for these vibrant colors. I feel like this would be great for work, school, whatever you see fit. So moving from lips, I'm going to go to eyes, and this is the final part of this whole little video. The new Urban Decay Electric Palette is a really great item to have for the spring and summer months. Yes, these colors are extremely shocking, but I think that if you pair them with other more neutral shades, you will be a-okay. and it will look really nice if you want pops of color on the lids. And I feel like they are very wearable if you, again, like I said before, pair them with eyeshadows that tone them down. So these colors, so beautiful, so pigmented, a-okay for spring and summer. You won't look like a clown, I promise. So 2 other items I have been really enjoying, the first of which is the MAC Pigment in Copper Sparkle. This is so pretty. It is a copper shade, and I feel like oranges, corals, pinks, all those colors just scream spring to me. So I feel like this would be a really beautiful color for all over the lid. Just pair this with a dark brown or something you feel fit for this, and you are good to go, and your eyes will be looking flawless. And if you pair this with the Buxom lip gloss in White Russian, good to go, girl, good to go. And lastly, the Napoleon eyeshadow. This is the Color Disc, I think they're called, in Amazon Jungle. This is my current favorite transition shade just because it is a coral meets peach, and I love it because it is just so beautiful in the eyes. I love Max Brown Script, but this has taken its place for the time being because it is a little bit easier, and I feel like it makes a really beautiful gradient effect. So that's why I absolutely love this. So this completes my spring and summer must-have items. I hope these items are beneficial to you, and I hope you guys think they're appropriate as well. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.